Let me start with something that happens more often than people think. A big storm rolls through, and suddenly a whole town has no internet, no mobile signal, nothing.
And the survival instinct kicks in. People walk around holding their phones up to the sky.
Pretty much. But here is the part that is easy to miss. The reason the signal dropped usually has nothing to do with the storm hitting your phone. It's that the network underneath all of it runs on physical lines. Cables in the ground, cables strung along bridges and towers.
So one cable, one bad day, everyone is offline.
Often, yes. One physical point fails and a whole area goes dark. And the worst part is the fix. To repair a buried or bridge-mounted line, somebody has to physically get to the damage, dig, rebuild, pull permits. That is not hours. That is weeks, sometimes months.
Okay, but that's just how infrastructure works. You cannot beam internet through the air.
Hold that thought, because that's almost exactly what happened in Taiwan.
Of course it is.
Last year, a typhoon called Regasa hit Taiwan's east coast, torrential rain, and it brought down a bridge. The Matian River Bridge in Hualien County collapsed.
That's a bad day for the bridge. What does it have to do with the internet?
Running underneath that bridge was a communications route, a line that carried connectivity across the river. When the bridge went, the line went with it. And just like that, the route was cut.
So they rebuild the bridge and rerun the cable. How long?
Close to 6 months.
6 months with people on the wrong side of a river and no connection.
That was the situation. And this is where it gets interesting. Taiwan Mobile there, which is the country's leading network, didn't wait for the bridge.
Let me guess, the laser people.
The Laser People, a company called Transcelestial. They make a device about the size of a small server that sends internet through the open air as a beam of light. You point one unit at another unit across a gap, line them up, and the two talk to each other at fiber speed. No cable in between, no trench, no bridge required.
Right, so Taiwan Mobile brings these in, and instead of going under the broken bridge, they go over the river.
Across the river. They mounted a unit on a pole that was already standing, aimed it at a matching unit a bit over a kilometer away, call it 3/4 of a mile, and the connection came back. The damaged bridge was just no longer part of the equation. They worked with a local install partner on the ground, DB Tech, and the link was up and running in days.
Days versus 6 months. I want to push on that, but go on.
Good, because the days part is the first of 3 things worth highlighting, and it's the biggest one. When you're a national operator and a disaster hits, your priority isn't peak speed anymore. It's keeping people connected. First responders, government, families trying to reach each other. So recovery time stops being a nice-to-have. It becomes the whole point. Days instead of months at a national scale changes what's actually possible during a crisis.
Fine. That one's real. What's 2?
2 is that they didn't have to fix the broken thing to bring the service back. No digging, no waiting for the bridge to be rebuilt, no waiting for crews to even get access to the site. They put the gear on infrastructure that was already there, a pole, a rooftop, and beamed past the damage. For an operator, that means you're not stuck on someone else's timeline. The repair can take it 6 months. Your customers are already back online.
Here's my problem, though. It rained. It's still raining, you said East Coast, typhoon country. A laser is a beam of light. Rain scatters light. So how does this thing not just fall over every time the weather turns?
That's the right question, and it's the third highlight, the performance. This link delivered 10 gig, full speed in both directions, and it held a 99.9% service level. Those are fiber numbers, over the air, through the rain.
99.9 during the weather that knocked down the bridge?
During and after. It was switched on back in October, and it stayed up while the permanent repairs continue, week after week. The system is built to handle the weather, not to fold the moment a cloud shows up.
Okay. I came in ready to call this a gadget. It's not a gadget.
It's not. But I'll give you one honest catch, because there always is one.
Go.
The 2 units have to see each other. It's light, so it needs a clear line of sight between the 2 points. Put a hill or a building dead in the middle and you have to work around it. In Taiwan, that wasn't an issue. River crossing, clear view. But it's a real limit, and it's worth knowing.
Appreciate you not pretending it's magic.
It's not magic. It's just a faster way to bridge a gap when the ground route is gone. And the reason this one matters beyond Taiwan is the precedent. Any place that gets hit by extreme weather, and there are a lot of them, now has a way to bring communications back in days instead of waiting out the rebuild. That's starting to change how people even measure a good network. It used to be all about speed and capacity. Now it's also how fast can you recover.
So the new flex is not how fast it runs, it's how fast it comes back.
That's the shift. And if you want the full story on this one, the real timeline, the exact numbers, the quotes from both Taiwan Mobile and Transcelestial, they wrote it all up.
Let me guess. Link in the description.
Link in the description. It's the Transcelestial blog post on the Taiwan deployment. Worth a read. And if you like this kind of thing, real deployments, real numbers, no fluff, subscribe. We've got more of these coming.
More bridges falling down?
More problems getting solved faster than they used to. See you next time.